Introduction to Spanish language. Spanish is a Romance language originating in the Castile region of Spain. It is the second most spoken native language globally, with over 480 million native speakers. This widespread usage makes it a valuable language for travel, business, and cultural understanding across many continents. Learning Spanish opens doors to rich literature, vibrant music, and diverse cultures. The language is an official language in 20 countries, primarily in Spain and Latin America. Its phonetic nature means that words are generally pronounced as they are written, which can make it relatively easier for English speakers to learn pronunciation. This course will provide the fundamental building blocks to begin your journey into the Spanish-speaking world, focusing on practical communication. Spanish alphabet and pronunciation. The Spanish alphabet consists of 27 letters, including the 26 letters of the English alphabet, plus the unique letter N. Understanding the pronunciation of each letter is crucial for speaking Spanish clearly and being understood. Unlike English, Spanish generally has consistent vowel sounds, which simplifies the learning process significantly. Mastering these foundational sounds will greatly aid your progress. Key differences in pronunciation include the R sound, which is often trilled, and the LL sound, which can vary from a Y sound to a J sound depending on the region. The H is always silent, and the J is pronounced like the H in hello. We will practice these sounds to build a strong phonetic base. Basic greetings and farewells. Learning basic greetings and farewells is fundamental for initiating and concluding conversations in Spanish. These phrases are essential for polite interactions in any Spanish-speaking environment. Starting with simple expressions like hola for hello and adios for goodbye will allow you to engage immediately. Understanding the context for formal versus informal greetings is also important. Common greetings include buenos días for good morning, buenas tardes for good afternoon, and buenas noches for good evening or good night. For farewells, you might use hasta luego, see you later, or hasta mañana, see you tomorrow. These phrases are used universally and are a great starting point for any beginner. Introducing yourself. Introducing yourself is a crucial step in any social interaction. In Spanish, you typically start with me llamo, my name is, followed by your name. You can also ask someone's name by saying, ¿Cómo te llamas? What is your name? Informal. Or, ¿Cómo se llama usted? What is your name? Formal. These phrases are fundamental for making new acquaintances and building connections. After names, you might want to share where you are from. You can say, soy de, I am from, followed by your country or city. For example, soy de Estados Unidos, I am from the United States. Learning these simple structures allows for basic yet meaningful self-introductions in various settings. Practice these phrases to gain confidence in your initial interactions. Numbers 1 to 10 in Spanish. Learning numbers is essential for daily communication. Whether you are counting items, stating your age, or discussing prices. In Spanish, the numbers from 1 to 10 are fundamental building blocks. These numbers are relatively straightforward to learn and memorize, forming the basis for larger numbers. Consistent practice will help you recall them quickly. Numbers 11 to 20 in Spanish. Building on the numbers from 1 to 10, learning numbers from 11 to 20 is the next step in developing your numerical fluency. These numbers introduce slight variations and patterns that are important to recognize. Understanding these patterns will make it easier to learn even larger numbers later on. Practice saying them aloud to reinforce memorization. Days of the week. Knowing the days of the week is crucial for scheduling, planning, and discussing events. In Spanish, the days of the week are generally not capitalized, unlike in English, unless they begin a sentence. This is a common grammatical difference to remember. Memorizing these 7 words will significantly enhance your ability to communicate about daily routines. Months of the year. Understanding the months of the year is essential for discussing dates, birthdays, holidays, and future plans. Similar to the days of the week, months in Spanish are not capitalized unless they appear at the beginning of a sentence. This rule is consistent and helps in recognizing the flow of the language. Learning these 12 words will greatly expand your conversational abilities. Basic nouns and articles. El, la. In Spanish, all nouns have a gender. They are either masculine or feminine. This concept is fundamental and affects how other words, like articles and adjectives, agree with the noun. Typically, nouns ending in O are masculine, and nouns ending in A are feminine, though there are exceptions. Understanding this gender system is crucial for correct sentence structure. The definite articles el, masculine singular, and la, feminine singular, are equivalent to the in English. For example, el libro, the book, and la mesa, the table. It is important to learn the gender of a noun along with the noun itself. Practice identifying the gender of common objects to build your intuition. Basic nouns and articles. Los, las. Just as nouns have gender, they also have number, meaning they can be singular or plural. To form the plural of most nouns, you typically add s if the word ends in a vowel, or s if it ends in a consonant. This rule is quite consistent and applies to a vast majority of Spanish nouns. Understanding pluralization is essential for discussing multiple items. The definite articles los, masculine plural, and las, feminine plural, are used for plural nouns, also meaning the. For instance, los libros, the books, and las mesas, the tables. It is crucial to ensure that the article, noun, and any accompanying adjectives all agree in both gender and number. Consistent practice with plural forms will solidify your understanding. Adjectives, agreement and placement. Adjectives in Spanish must agree in both gender and number with the noun they describe. This means if a noun is feminine and plural, its adjective must also be feminine and plural. This agreement is a key aspect of Spanish grammar and differs significantly from English. For example, el coche rojo, the red car, but la casa roja, the red house. Most adjectives typically come after the noun in Spanish, which is another important distinction from English. For example, un perro grande, a big dog, rather than a big dog. However, some adjectives, especially those indicating quantity or inherent qualities, can precede the noun. Consistent practice with various examples will help you internalize these rules. The verb ser, to be, Part 1. The verb ser is one of two verbs in Spanish that mean to be. It is used for permanent or long-lasting characteristics and states. Understanding when to use ser versus estar is one of the most challenging aspects for Spanish learners. Ser is used to define what something or someone is, their inherent nature. This includes identity, origin, time, and occupation. The verb ser, to be, Part 2. Beyond identity and origin, ser is also used to describe inherent qualities, physical characteristics, and personality traits. For example, ella es alta, she is tall, or él es inteligente, he is intelligent. These descriptions are considered permanent aspects of a person or thing. It helps define what something fundamentally is, rather than its temporary state. Furthermore, ser is used to express possession, using de, material composition, and to indicate the time and date. For example, es la una, it is 1 o'clock, or la mesa es de madera, the table is made of wood. These uses highlight the versatility of ser in describing fundamental attributes and facts. Consistent practice with diverse examples will solidify your understanding. The verb estar, to be, Part 1. The verb estar is the second verb in Spanish, meaning to be, and it is used for temporary states, locations, and conditions. Unlike ser, estar describes how something or someone is at a particular moment, rather than what they inherently are. This distinction is crucial for conveying accurate meaning in Spanish. Think of estar as describing a state but can change. The verb estar, to be, Part 2. Beyond location, estar is used to describe feelings and emotions. For example, estoy feliz, I am happy, or ella está triste, she is sad. These are temporary emotional states that can change. It is important to remember that estar is always used for how someone feels at a given moment. This contrasts with ser, which describes inherent personality traits. Additionally, estar is used to describe physical conditions and health, such as estoy enfermo, I am sick, or la puerta está abierta, the door is open. It is also used with the present progressive tense, e.g., estoy comiendo, I am eating. These applications further emphasize its role in describing changeable states. Consistent practice will help you differentiate between ser and estar. Ser versus estar. Key differences distinguishing between ser and estar is a cornerstone of Spanish grammar. A helpful mnemonic is the acronym DOCTOR for ser, description, occupation, characteristic, time, origin, relationship, and place for estar, position, location, action, condition, emotion. This helps categorize their primary uses. Remember, ser is the what something is, and estar is the how something is. For example, soy aburrido, I am boring, permanent characteristic, versus estoy aburrido, I am bored, temporary feeling. Another example is ella es bonita, she is beautiful, inherent quality, versus ella está bonita, she looks beautiful today, temporary appearance. Understanding these subtle but significant differences is key to accurate communication. Common verbs, AR endings. Many Spanish verbs belong to the AR conjugation group, which is the most common. These verbs follow a regular pattern for conjugation in the present tense. Understanding this pattern is crucial as it applies to a vast number of verbs, allowing you to quickly expand your vocabulary and sentence-forming abilities. Regular AR verbs are a great starting point for learning conjugations. Common verbs, ER endings. The ER conjugation group is another significant category of regular verbs in Spanish. While less numerous than AR verbs, they are equally important for everyday communication. Learning their conjugation pattern will further broaden your ability to express actions and states. These verbs also follow a consistent rule, making them predictable. Common verbs, IR endings. The IR conjugation group is the third and final category of regular verbs in Spanish. Although they are the least numerous of the three regular verb groups, they are essential for expressing a wide range of actions. Mastering their conjugation pattern completes your understanding of regular verb conjugations in the present tense. This knowledge is foundational for more complex grammar. Asking simple questions. Asking questions is fundamental for communication and gathering information. In Spanish, forming questions often involves simply raising the pitch of your voice at the end of a statement, similar to English, or inverting the subject and verb. The use of inverted question marks at the beginning of a question is a unique visual cue in written Spanish. This helps readers anticipate a question. Basic prepositions, en, de, e. Prepositions are small but vital words that show relationships between nouns, pronouns, and other words in a sentence. They indicate location, direction, time, and other connections. Mastering basic prepositions like en, de, and e will significantly improve the clarity and precision of your Spanish sentences. These are among the most frequently used words. Colors in Spanish. Learning colors is a fun and practical way to expand your vocabulary and describe the world around you. Colors are adjectives, so they must agree in gender and number with the noun they describe. This means red will be rojo for a masculine singular noun and roja for a feminine singular noun. This agreement is a consistent rule to remember. Family members' vocabulary. Discussing family is a common topic in conversations, and learning the vocabulary for family members is essential for personal introductions and sharing information about your life. Spanish-speaking cultures often place a strong emphasis on family, making this vocabulary particularly useful. These terms are generally straightforward and easy to memorize. Food and drink vocabulary. Food and drink are central to culture and daily life, making this vocabulary incredibly practical for travel, dining, and everyday conversations. Learning the names of common foods and beverages will allow you to order in restaurants, shop at markets, and discuss meals with ease. This category of vocabulary is often enjoyable to learn due to its direct relevance. Ordering in a restaurant. Being able to order food and drinks in a restaurant is a highly practical skill for any Spanish learner. This involves using polite phrases and knowing how to ask for specific items from a menu. Confidence in this situation will greatly enhance your travel experiences and allow for more authentic cultural immersion. Start with simple requests and build up. Simple directions. Asking for and understanding simple directions is crucial for navigating new places, especially when traveling. This involves using basic directional vocabulary and understanding common verbs of movement. Being able to ask, ¿Dónde está? Where is? And comprehend responses will help you get around independently. This skill enhances your confidence in real-world situations.